gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything. Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment. At any scale. It's not for everyone. But if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the ECAC. We are here getting ready for Week 7 of SSBU action. My name is Soy. Joining me is Acoustics, and this is going to be a fun matchup. Two teams at the top of the rankings, really. A 5-1 team versus 6-0. I'm excited. This should be a fun rivalry type of battle.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Iona University, who are currently sitting at 5-1, versus Pace, who are sitting at a 6-0. And this is a battle of the boroughs. Iona from New Rochelle, you know what I'm saying? So they represent the Bronx, and then Pace representing Manhattan. So I'm ready to see it go down as a New York native myself. I'm really excited. I want to see blood spattered. I kind of want to see a team go 7-0 right now. But at the same time, a little interruption ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying?
This is a big game for both of these schools, and it's an exciting one, right? Like we said, two teams at the top of the standings right now. Iona that at 5-1, Pace at 6-0. Pace, they've only dropped one set all year long. It was to Catholic Smash Red, who we actually got to see, I believe, last week play, and that was about they played them about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it was a bit closer of a set, but Pace has basically dominated everyone else that they've played against. Iona, their one loss came week 1 against another MAC school in Marist. And since then, Iona's been on a tear, 2-0ing everyone else that they've played against. And again, really influential overall for the standings of these two teams. If Pace drops down, there's about 10 teams still at 5-1. So you could shift all the way from 6th to 16th, and that changes the postseason and playoffs drastically. There's a lot of teams. There's still 5 undefeated teams remaining here in the ECAC, Pace being one of them. And if they're able to take care of business today against Iona, it looks like they might be able to hold on to that unbeaten record through the regular season. But who knows? I mean, Iona, again, ever since dropping that first loss to Marist, who is another 5-1 school, by the way, they have been on fire ever since.
Okay. All right, so potentially we could get some really good, clean upsets, and that's what you like to see in a situation like this. At this point, yes, both teams look like they're definitely going to qualify. Now the question is, in terms of seeding, who wants it more? Who wants to be top dog? I'm going to be honest. If I'm 6-0 right now, I'm not trying to lose one at the very end. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the momentum up. We're going to see. I know players right now are doing a button check, and what are you expecting to see? Right, as someone who's commentating, what do you?
Well, I got to see a little bit of Iona last season, and Iona, there's a lot of interesting characters. I think it's mostly Iona has a lot of very combo-heavy characters. Lofts is a name that sticks out on the roster in particular. Plays a number of characters, but it's Falco, Roy, Mario that I've seen most recently. Very combo centric, but you also have players like Moat who play the fighting game characters that I've seen in the past. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table in terms of, any adaptations from last year to this year, because I believe this is Iona's first time in the ECAC, and even new characters here too. So this match is underway. Brian versus Shadow, Palu versus Mario to kick things off here on, of course, PS2.
You already know PS2 is the old-time classic right there. And right now, Shadow already racking up great % off of that grab. But there is Brian with the Mario combos. You love to see it. All right, nice. Little control over there. Bring him off stage. I like that fighting between that platform. Oh, no punish on the whip. Right. Oh, nice. Great back here. Force him off stage again. Ooh. Okay. Brian cooking up a little bit. I have both these characters are essentially they just like going for like a nice like tech chase route. But at the same time, they're very good at contesting each other on hits.
Yeah, I was going to say, this feels like a very explosive matchup because they both have to really be in each other's face, and Palutena's up there, the lasting hitbox, able to catch Mario. That's something that we saw Shadow do a little bit earlier, right? When we saw Mario fading back to stage, they just throw out that massive up smash right there, and they say you have to recover low, otherwise I'll just continue to throw out those hitboxes, and Palu's got such massive hitboxes too.
Yeah, she has like great massive hitboxes. They're very lingering. They're all very safe on whiff or on landing, on shield as well. So she has great like just mix up she can do. And of course then, oh my gosh, the back air of a goddess, brother. Yeah. There's also the property of her back air just having extra priority because of the shields. Essentially, they're giving her like an invincible back air against people. It's so hard to contest. Wow! From the roof. Okay, bro. I like
what a catch. All off of a forward air, too. The pressure, then into the up air later, and they find it. Oh, my mercy. Brian looking for any way to equalize there. Going for the runoff forward air, but not enough. Won't find it. 60% or just short of here for Brian. And it's in a weird kind of spot. You get that little bit of rage, but Brian has not landed a solid combo string in what feels like a minute. Shadow's doing a really good job of chasing him down.
Absolutely. Right now, Brian definitely just has to pick up the gear. If anything, I think Brian might do better just to slow it down. But the minute I say that, neutral B in the forward smash, gets to confirm, gonna take it, and now we are at one stock apiece.
Last stock here, but Brian is still at a big deficit. But that being said, character with one stock remaining in this game can make things happen. And look at the damage starting to rack up. That forward smash killed really early last time. They're going to flood the up B too. Shadow's got to be very careful here. Center stage control for Mario, but with that up smash coming out, and you know that up smash out of shield is something that Shadow's got to be very careful of. Good air dodge around the up smash. There's an up smash of their own. Oh my goodness, they're going to go at the top. The lasting hitbox again. Turns it around, and Brian's going to take game one.
Oh my goodness. And what? Oh my gosh. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Unless you're Brian, then you love to see it. Throwing out the down B in the air right there. Just good, solid stuff. Manages to get the spin to kill, and just like that. That seemed really early. There was not even any like sparks or anything. The kill sparks weren't even there. It's just she was there and then she was gone.
And the percentage too, I think they were it was still fairly low. Like, it was absolutely high, low. But
it was
yeah.
It was only I think about like 70 or 80.
Yeah,
like somewhere around there. Like, oh wow, but what a way to get a kill. And just like that, Brian is going to be able to take game one for his team at one stock apiece. Like I always tell people, if you can manage to leave it at just one stock, it's fine, right? That's very possible. That's like if you're not going to win the set outright, that's like one of the best positions you can leave your teammate in. They only have to take one stock, all right? So the question is, who does Pace Gold put up next? Because Shadow is actually their team representative, and he went first. So they have Future and Moo as their next two possibilities. And I think Moo would be a good choice here just because, like you said, he plays fighting game characters. And characters like that with just gate combo strings and gate killing power would be something you want when you just have to take one stock. Like, of course, I want Terry. I'll take Kazuya or Terry Bogard or even Ken if I only have to take one stock of a person. Put them in, please. It's Moo.
Yep, we get word that's the player that's going to be stepping in. I'm curious to see too, but also, I mean, credit where credit's due to to Brian in that set. I mean, they were down 3-1, right? They dropped that second stock seemingly out of nowhere. And to bring it all the way back on last stock, they got that first stock, I think, pretty early, thanks to the up B off of that forward air, up B kill. But after that, I mean, stock number 2, they were taking a lot of percent. They started that third stock at over 100, and to bring it back from that point, that's very well done from Brian. It shows you how dangerous a character like Mario can be. I mean, any of the character, again, this is why every stock is so important. You give anyone a chance, and that rage starts to build up. All of a sudden, the comeback feels more and more realistic. And Brian stealing his nerves there and being ready and taking that first W. I'm curious to see again where they go from here. Knowing that you're only going to have to take one stock off of Mario feels very doable because, again, it's only one stock. Mm-hmm. I believe our picks and bans on stages coming through here. Let's see. Yes, they are. Looks like they'll just be running it back to PS2. I was curious to see if we would get a very different stage just because Mario likes platforms.
Yeah, I think potentially if Kalos hadn't been banned because it was one of the bans, I would have took them to Kalos. Something with a pretty low ceiling as a fighting game character, especially if you're going to play like Ken or Ryu. If you want to kill from the top, that's like a great place to just bring him. But, of course, Kalos was banned. So, back to PS2 we go. PS2 for dinner again. Oh, jeez.
I mean, it's the classic starter. It is what it is. It's one of those things where if you're gonna play competitive Smash, you got to be able to play on PS2, and we're getting the Wii Fit instead here.
This isn't a fighting game character. Hold on.
I said the fighting game character was on Iona.
Oh, Iona. Oh, okay. I thought it was me.
Oh yeah. Whoops. My apologies. I guess I didn't explain that. But yeah, no. Moo on the Wii Fit trainer, and I like the pick. Only really because I feel like Wii Fit is one of those players or one of those characters that really benefits from having a stock lead. It just feels like it's so much easier to play defense with this character and wait for mistakes to happen.
Okay, speaking about mistakes right now, Moot making a couple of major input errors. Gotta be careful. But this character, very interesting because of the whole concept of deep breathing. I call it deep snorting, but we're not going to get into that too much. But basically, with deep breathing, she can definitely just steal an early stock right here, which is kind of what you want to do. But right now, Moot got to be careful. Brian's about to be the one to steal the early stock. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Moo's got to be very careful, and we've seen that flood come out a couple of times now, interrupting the soccer ball too. That up smash is nearly going to and back there, soft hitbox there, so they'll be able to survive and make it back to stage. They are able to get the roll around too, so they get out of a tricky spot. But the fireball, that's not a safe spot to deep breathe, and that's the setup into the forward smash. So Brian now 4 stocks taken on just this last stock here, and they're at 102, but the soccer ball snipe is enough to take it. I think the air dodge was not enough there, and Pace University take down Iona's first player.
Yeah, absolutely. But great stuff to Brian right there, even though it was short-lived. Did manage to take a stock over Moo, especially against Wii Fit. That's really good. So Wii Fit specializes in playing around leads. So to take that away from her going into the next match is really, really good. Because character's a little bit lame, but you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those things where with deep breathing, with the soccer ball, with the way that Wii Fit can play on like the outside of the stage, it's very difficult to try and mount a comeback against this character because there's so much that you have to worry about. But now that you're going to come into game 2 with a stock lead, you're going to force the Wii Fit to come to you. And if you know how to deal with a lot of those awkward hitboxes, like things like the nair and the forward tilts and things like that are very strange because
strange. That's what we're gonna call
Well, look, whatever pretzel maneuver that Nair does, like, it doesn't feel right, but then you get hit by it twice and you're like, oh, I'm at 25 now. Uh-oh.
I think the word you were looking for is egregious. Actually, the egregious hitboxes on some of her moves is what you're gonna see. It's like, oh yeah, my hand is upwards this way, and like my arm is back this way. Oh, and then it's like a 360 hitbox, but don't worry about it. Like, no.
Yeah, the big circle, you know. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where if you know those hitboxes, it's a lot easier to deal with. But it doesn't look right when you're looking at it on screen sometimes. And Iona's got some veterans on their team. I think they'll be weary of it, and it should benefit them here in set number 2. But I am curious to see what kind of character counterpick they go for, because if they've got that FGC rep in their cast of characters, and they are, I think, a team of mostly rushdown type of players, like, for example, Brian on the Mario or Lofts on the Roy. There's a couple other characters or players that we may or may not see. Do you stick to that rushdown style, or is maybe there a player we haven't seen yet that maybe is more projectile based? I'm curious to see what the character matchup looks like, because the character matchups for Wii Fit are also very skewed.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I know they are for sure. We have a player named John Numbers over here in New York. So, so I've seen the matchups for matchups for Wii Fit and how it works. Honestly, if you have a Kazuya, right now's the time to just bring that bad boy out. Just kick the ball back. If she's in deep breathing and she does like Hatter or she does fully charged Sun, and Kazuya manages to get reflector kick, chef's kiss is the best thing in the world. It's the best thing in the world. But yeah, no. There's definitely some good choices like against Wii Fit. Depending on how Mu adjusts, it could be hard to play a rushdown character against Wii Fit. But at the same time, certain rushdowns really do work well against her. They work well on stage. Off stage is when things become a problem because Shorty is type thick, so she doesn't be surviving. And she'll do deep breathing, so you think you're taking a good trade on an air. And like you said, you'll take 25% and wonder, whoa, what happened?
Yeah.
And then Header will accidentally like spike you by accident while you guys are on stage. You're like, oh, okay, GG's, thank you. It's a great game. So you have to be careful against her. She's a really like solid all around character with like multiple game plans.
Yeah, very flexible. I like the character kind of style, I guess. But also, interestingly enough, by the way, if you're wondering why we're not showing the game, that is a button check that just started up. So they're going to get that out of the way. If that is the character that we're expecting to see, the Joker coming through, I mean, it's DLC Joker that the Arsene is always going to be ever present in a matchup like this. You're going to have that potential reflector, and even if you don't, you could down B the soccer ball, get some good meter. So it feels like a pretty solid matchup, and with a stock lead too, feels even better. The pressure is certainly going to be on Pace here to mount. It is only one stock, but the way that we've been talking about how important a lead is for both of these schools, having that extra stock and having that kind of character counter pick advantage makes this even more impactful. So it is the Joker coming through. Let's see how they play it out. What type of style this Joker is. Are they fully rushed down? Are they in your face all the time? Or are they playing for that meter? Let's find out.
Well, already I don't trust them because Pato chose the worst Joker color. Absolutely. Brunette Joker is not the way, fellas. We don't do this. You either choose regular Joker or you choose my mommy dressed me for school Joker. There's no in-betweens. We don't do this here. Oh, nice near to grab it. What a great streak from Pato. Okay, this brother might be cooking.
Early percent lead is a good sign. Nothing too much there, though, and they're getting rid of that soccer ball, too, with the gun. That's just a very good, quick tool to deal with Wii Fit's best projectile there, so look for that to kind of impact the set as it goes on. And now that the platforms are gone too, this stage just becomes FD, and that's a difficult spot to deal with for Wii Fit right now. But they're not afraid to play to the outside of the stage.
My gosh!
Oh, boy.
He's losing the match now. He's actually losing the match now. Just like that, Wii Fit also activating her Arsene at the same time as Joker. Nice confirmed down here into up smash. Not going to be able to get the kill. Right there, Pato. Got to be careful. Arsene about to run out. That kill potential is going to be so important in this matchup to have Arsene against her. Oh! You never see it coming.
Take it either. Oh,
Nice.
Good guns, but oh, what a trade!
Wow! And she lives. Oh my gosh! Gotta love her. Gotta love her.
Stronger hitbox. Forward smash versus down air without Arsene. You bet on the forward smash takes it. And look at the damage output. Already above. Come back online. This is for the side of Pato, but I mean, Pato's got to be very careful here. They're taking so much chip damage. Good reflector, though. Love that. And Pato saying, look at this. Look at me. Look at how I'm right in the line of fire. Bam. Reflector to get back on the board.
Yeah, and just like I said, that's the beauty of like having Arsene in this matchup. Well, just the beauty. Predictable like Sunball or even header. Those are your prime times to just kill her. Like, oh, we're in Arsene again. Hopefully, Pato probably looking to try to take this right now at 74%. Decent damage from the wonders. Oh my goodness.
He is swinging for the fences here. But here's the other thing, too. You're seeing a lot of kind of the soccer ball and the side B of Joe North. Either they clash or they'll trade. And it's a trade that Pato's willing to take because if he gets hit by it, well, he gets more meter for Arsene. If he doesn't get hit by it, he's likely landing that side B. And the fact that he's got the stock lead, he's not afraid to just continue to trade away, get to these high percents. He's going to get the lead! 2 on the ledge, the forward smash from Pato. It's a 2-stock lead for the Gales.
Oh, okay. All right, Pato, I see that. You never see it coming, but I did. What a great read from Pato right there. I like it. He walked up and he was like, you know what? I'm going to do nothing at all because I know you're going to roll. Come here. And what a read on that roll against Moon. That was absolutely what they needed. And a 2-stock lead going into this last game. Essentially right now, this could be where Iona really takes it right here. They do have their last player is going to be Future for Pace. So Pace has to be careful. Future has to put in some work. And especially against Joker with 2 stocks, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, and the other thing too, right? That stock resets back down to 0. They don't keep that percentage, right? That was such a huge stock for Pato to take. A 2-stock lead, and the fact that it's back to 0. The player on high percent. What a risk by Pato too, right? Because I mean, it's not risky to go for that read, but the risk of okay, I'll just trade percent back and forth here and bank on me being better at last hit scenario, and because of it, the bet on yourself moment there from Pato. Love to see it. And overall, the Joker looked pretty good. We didn't see, the classic like drag down up air combos, but we did get to see them pull off some nifty combos of their own. Things like down tilt nair, catching jumps or air dodges with the forward tilt at ledge was really good. So Pato seems like they've really got some momentum on their side.
Yeah, absolutely. Pato just played it really well. I really liked his usage of side B, not even hitting head. He was really smart of just canceling the recovery of side B into counter. And if he knew header was going to touch him, he's like, okay, this is free percent. I don't mind if you throw a header at me. Then I get about 1/10 from Arsene ready. By the time we interact after like second and third time, boom, I have full Arsene already. And that's a real game changer. Managing to get 2 kills off of Arsene right there is really what brought the game into it for him. And especially the biggest one was definitely the counter, the full counter off a fully charged neutral B. was a game. That was definitely the game changer. I think that one was what
Mhm.
set the tone right there for Pato. If Future getting ready, my question is, where are they going next on stage?
Let's take a look. We'll see what their
They
stage pick
banned
is.
they banned FD, Kalos, and Yoshi's.
Okay. So that
Please don't bring us back to PS2.
it could very well be. Could very well be. Yeah, curious to see how they. I mean, again, Pato 2 stocks plus there's one more member of Iona left. Bowser. Ooh. Okay. So
All right.
I always feel like the heavies are the pendulum. I think I've mentioned this before, but the heavies are take stocks right there. If you need 1 or 2 stocks gone, a heavyweight can probably do it for you. But on a combo character like Joker, like that is a very volatile matchup. Joker can, I mean, the heavies are big hitboxes, so any character with pretty simple combos can do, in theory, a lot of damage. But then you play that double-edged sword game. If you don't take the stock off of that combo, now you've given this character whose damage output is already on the larger side even more rage to deal with. So taking that stock here is the key for Pato. If they get anything on the board, it's just gravy on top. But against the big body, I mean, this is, there are many ways this could play out.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as someone who plays Bowser a little bit, I've actually played Bowser and the Joker. So it's interesting because if the Joker is decent, chances are you're gonna get comp. Like there's no doubt about it. You mess up something and you get one grab, they do down throw. Usually that means you're about to get comboed. You got to hold that. The problem is if Joker doesn't kill you at a certain percent, now as one of the heaviest characters in the game, like you said, you have a lot of rage to work with, and you have great tools to deal with Joker's counter. Right, Bowser's side B, 6-frame command grab works really well, especially once they got Arson and they're looking for that heavy counter to kind of just get an early kill on you. That works great. You also have decent out of shield options against Joker with up B out of shields. Their out of shield is a good delayed option to catch them if they try to mix things up with like short hop. It's a spot dodge, and we've been lied to. And I was talking about Bowser this entire time for no reason at all. So don't even mind this production. It is actually going to be a Mr. Game & Watch. Thank you.
Well, we got baited on the character select screen. This time around, we get the Game & Watch. And Game & Watch still has the tools to get this job done.
But I wasn't wrong.
It's pretty similar still.
It's still similar. You got up out of shields. If they don't kill you at early percents, you're doing really great. Yeah. Nice. Oh, almost gets the berry from that. That could have been a kill. All right, so funny enough. Oh, what a chase! Oh my God, that was deep. What a read! All right, right now, Pato just going in. Listen, I would have been more scared if you played Bowser, bro. You know, if you want to play Mr. Game & Watch, go ahead.
Oh, and a good down B. Arsene, but now back online, 126. And Game & Watch is, I think, one of the lightest characters in the game, if I remember. It's a very scary place for Future to be. He's got to find a way to take the stock here and now. Oh, I thought that was an up smash, but the back air came through.
Oh, no!
Did too low, though.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't blame Pato. There's no reason not to go as ham as possible. You have the stock lead for your team. And honestly, any stock you take is great. So he could just take one more stock from a Future. He'll do what he has needed to do to put his final team member just in a spot to win. Nice. Good dash out after the forward smash. Oh, and there's that OB again. Pato got his shield correctly. But nice. Great dodge on that.
That up B is just going to continue to chip away at this percentage here. Although time he could side B or reflected it, he ended up having the neutral B out instead. But Arsene should be leaving any second now, and this could be Future's window. But Pato pressuring. How did they get off this ledge? Jump early up B. Smart option, but the drag down, not the down smash. They get punished for attacking the shield, though, and the up smash will take it. So down goes Pato, and it comes down to the last players for both schools.
Yeah, so Future just great job on conditioning Pato right there. If you notice towards the end, Pato just had to be afraid of like Future immediately just going for up B out of shield, especially because it didn't seem like Pato knew the correct punishes to like just deal with that move or to deal with the follow-ups like before and after that move. So Future just took real good advantage of that. Like, listen, if your opponent doesn't know what to do, it's not spamming. It's called skill issue. You're supposed to use it.
Yeah, that up B out of shield. I wonder how much percentage that move like did alone that set, because it felt like that's where a lot of the damage came from. But like, I mean, it is what it is. It's something you got to work around. And Pato, good job of taking that first stock. The second stock, though, that's where things started to kind of fall apart. And I don't even mind. I like what you said earlier about Pato going deep for that like back air. When you've got all that rage and stock lead and the ability to make plays, plus it's Joker recovery. That length is insane. Even if Arsene is gone, that grapple could still maybe pull you back from even down there. So yeah. I respect going out there and trying to end it. Unfortunately, came up empty, and that allowed, and I think that actually ended up being the point that allowed Future back into the game, because now all of a sudden he's only got to take one more stock, and as long as his defense is still working, as long as that up B out of shield is still working, he's got his window back into the game. And then up smash too. That up smash is deceptively strong, I think. I feel like it's the same thing as like Mario's, right? It's like the same animation too. Yep. Like it is so absurdly strong, covers in front and behind. And I also don't mind Pato going for forward smash in that scenario, but because you got to take big swings. You win, you got to take big swings. But that time, little too greedy with it and gets punished. But 2-3 stock lead here for the side of Iona on their last player. We'll have to see who it is, if it is indeed the FGC rep or if it's someone else.
Assuming Brian was lost, this means the last player should be level 1.
Level 1. I do not recognize that tag from last season. So this could be a new member of the Iona Gales roster. Let's see who it is. It's a Joker again. Well, we got baited last time. We did.
We got baited. I went into a full tangent about the character, about the matchup, and then I was lied to. Honestly, you know what? I just gotta hold that.
There's a chance we see that Bowser in the next set, because this is only set number 1. It is a best of 3 set count, and this is only set number 1. But down 3-2 is Game & Watch. Still feels doable, but I mean, Game & Watch trying to make a comeback. I feel like Game & Watch, a lot of characters benefit from the lead, and then there's those specific characters that get those bonuses while behind. And Game & Watch, I feel like, is one of those that actually does play better from a lead. Like the comeback characters, like I'm thinking of like Lucario, right, and the heavies. But I feel like with the defense that they have, with the up B out of shield and the down smash and up smash that you have at your disposal, it's a lot easier to beat. So how do you, I guess, let's say it is the Joker, how do you get in on a character like Joker to make back happen?
Well, so it's funny enough, like despite of them having the lead, you're able to force the envelope a lot easier using their forward air. So you can do like short hop drift back forward there for Game and Watch, and that's really good. Nair is a decent move as well. Short hop Nair. If you do like up B immediately after like Nair lands on their shield, you can easily cheese them out of getting a punish. There's a lot of options. Like Game and Watch is definitely a character where if you don't have knowledge of what the character does, there's at least like a percent chance that you'll lose the first game. You have to remember that in these sets, there's technically only one game to be had against each person. Right? Speaking of one game against each person, level 1 actually going to be pulling out the buy lift on Kalos. Okay.
Callus an interesting pick, but I've seen this character match up many a time in many a tournament, so let's see how these two play it out with that stock lead for level 1 here, but they're getting pressure. These up airs on the platform saying, where do you want to go? There's going to be a cloud in your way. 64% right now, make it another 77 off of that down air, but Future right now just doing such a good job of keeping level 1 in the corner.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and there it is. So Future's really good at using up B just to catch any moment where he thinks you're gonna jump, or you might even think about moving. He's like, oh, I'm doing up B immediately, and look at that. Game & Watch, such a janky character. Violet can't even get proper confirms. And no, if you do full Nair on shield, up B is a punish. Oh my goodness. Said who will adjust first to Game & Watch? I think right now this is going to be the key to Iona. If they want to win, and not even just their set, they might just need to learn how to play against Game & Watch as soon as possible.
Oh, he was trying to read the landing there with the forward smash, but the down air clipped him, and level 1 will drop their first stock. Future has evened up the game, but they are still down in percent. And one good sweet spot from level 1 could be the stock, but they are on defense for so long this game. Rapid Jab will help out, but nothing so far coming through here. Dash attack, a little bit more chip damage. Oh, I like the idea for the down smash, but the fadeaway from Future gets them out of dodge.
Yep, Future right now just showing yet again. He's like, listen, even if you're prepared for me to do something on shield, my character can easily just fade away with any of my normals. I could be out of here. Look at that key in the up B. You gotta love it. Wow, good down smash right there. You know, that is the beauty of Kalos in this pick. Because Violet's down smash does send people upwards. It's actually a really good early kill on this stage. Nice. Good rapid jab for some percentage again. Alright, right now Future just playing around, trying to build up that percent one more time. If he gets a berry, he could potentially get a kill at about this percent. Oh,
this low recovery there. This is a huge turning point of the match, though. If Future takes any more percent, you feel like level 1 could be able to close it out, but Future, if they take this stock, suddenly things are back down to even because of the way they've been able to rack up this percent. 45 on them. The forward air is very threatening. These rolls are very dangerous as well, and level 1 keeps trying to guess where Game & Watch is going to land and just keeps coming up empty. It's close. Wow, the lasting hitbox there, but still not able to connect. There's a grab up throw. Not going to do it quite yet. The up air into the back air. That should do it, and that's it. 46% lead, but it's a one stock scenario.
Oh, nice. Oh, hold on. Nice. There's up B again. Oh. Tries to read that roll in, too.
This is getting dangerous. Oh, my. That down smash. Such a heavy hit. And the up B, looks like they were looking for the up air there. Up smash isn't going to land, but now you got a lot of rage on both of these characters here. Low recovery. Nope. Now they'll be able to snap the ledge, but they get buried. That's going to be a forward smash. That's going to be the game. And Future steals it all back. Pace take the first set.
Wow. And what a hitbox on that down smash with the berry property at the hammers. That is going to set you up for the forward smash. And just like that, Future bringing it back for his team. Managing to get 2 character kills and taking it I guess, like I said, if they don't adjust, if Iona does not adjust to Game and Watch or does not learn what to do very soon, they can easily just lose. They can easily just lose. Oh, the FGC rep isn't at Iona anymore. Oh, okay.
Ah, well, unfortunate to hear, but I mean, you got to deal with the cards you're dealt, and Pace playing their hand well. They get the first set, but we're going to take a short intermission to get things reset, get the lobby back up and running, and we'll get everything back and ready in order after a short intermission, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything. Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college?
Hello, hello, welcome back, everyone. It's your boy Kusix with my man Soy. Boy. Anyway, what you guys just saw was game one actually going to Pace Gold after being down in a character deficit. Future managing to show them why he is the future of the team, bringing it back, and now they are 1-0 against Iona. And Iona doing something that I don't think it hasn't happened to me at once for all these last weeks. I didn't even know it was possible. They are making a substitution.
The Pace is making the sub, I thought.
Wait, Pace is making the sub?
One of these teams is making a substitution. I thought it was Pace. I could be wrong. It is Pace. Okay,
Pace
we are getting where it is
making the
Pace.
sub.
So the team and also the fact that it's the team that won making the substitution, also very interesting. Interesting because we were just thinking about how Iona this set was very back and forth. I mean, the fact that it came down to the last stock in this game is one thing, but also just kind of the momentum of the set, right? Game one, first player's down 3-0 or 3-1, wins the first game. Then the next game, still a 2-stock lead. Iona comes out with a big win, and then Future taking 5 stocks to wrap it all up. That's a lot to deal with. Now, Pace feeling confident, though, after that. They're going to send in one of their substitutes and give them some experience. And against the lineup of Joker, Mario, Byleth for Iona, do you change things up in terms of the order? Do you lead with someone maybe different here, knowing you're going up against a wild card in Krakow?
I mean, I don't even think the real question is who is Krakow replacing, right? Because if Krakow, okay. So Krakow's going first up with Rob. We are doing the quick button check first. If Krakow is anything like his predecessor, we're not going for a bucket check. We're scrapping. We're going right in. All right. Death to the robots, I see. All right.
And level 1 also changing up characters here. This is level 1 Joker.
Okay. So this is level 2 is what you're really telling me.
Could be. We'll have to see.
All right. So it's funny enough because Rob is what you call your alternative combo character. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have the fast movement as much as like the other rushdown and combo characters does, but he has great screen control, a plethora of projectives, a plethora of projectiles, and a great disjoint on his down air, which is going to get the early spike on level 1. So gotta be careful. Nice, near the forward tilt. I like that. Use those disjointed normals to just bother Joker. So do it.
Very difficult to deal with. And look at the damage output too that Krakow is putting on right now. Counter. Does not care about your counter. The up tilt will still follow up, and Nair to do even more damage. And oh my mercy, that is I don't know what's worse, getting hit by it or hearing the sound effect of getting hit by it, because the second that down air lands on stage what's coming through, but the landing again. Everyone on both of these squads is so good at catching landings on just the normal stage.
Mm-hmm. I think the more disrespectful part is the fact that Confirm managed to kill Rob, one of the heavier characters in the game, at 104. That's actually insane. Nice. Float yourself right over there. And there's the there. So in this situation, level 1 has to be so careful because one more combo will place them around. I want to say, depending on the combo, they can end up at like even 100. Oh my goodness, neutral be managing to take with 68. So they have to be careful because Rob has a lot of very good kill confirms that work at a lot of percentages, right? So if he manages to get the correct setup or even know something, it could be death for level 1. And the side B, not gonna get the kill. I've been lied to. The game lied to me.
Gotta be so careful though. Oh, the laser caught. That's jump used. Up B, be able to make it back. Level 1 is doing such a good job though of keeping, or sorry, Krako's doing such a good job of keeping level 1 in the corner. And finally, when they get back, they find their opening to get the kill. Again, the down air, this time followed up by the up air.
Yeah, and I like that. Level 1 managing to chase the DI out. He said, okay, I can't do up smash right here because the angle's a bit off. Don't worry, I have another up move to just change things up. Oh, that could have been another back air right there just to seal the kill. All right, 147, got to be careful. Even if he has grabs, he can get down throw burial into up air or up smash, depending. And, oh, there it is. Barry? No. Go for up throw. Okay.
Oh. You know, I thought that up throw might kill, but good. I was about to say good DI from level 1, but then they get caught landing once again. These landing forward smashes are just so devastating.
Listen, you know how Joker players are, man. They can't land and not press something. Sometimes you just gotta hit him with a little bit of laser to calm down. Rob is built different, quite literally. You can't be doing that to him. And just like that, Crackle managing to come in and actually taking the first game for base goals. Okay, Crackle. Man said, listen, Crackle want to play. Crackle wants to win.
Yeah, I mean, and looking really strong doing so. I mean, it felt like level 1 there was play. I mean, they were playing from a deficit after that first down air, but afterwards they spent so much time off stage trying to get off that ledge, and that was a tall task. It took a minute before they were able to get back onto stage. When they did, they were able to get the 2 stocks that they did via down air combo move, I guess, or down air finisher, whatever it may be. But I mean, the fact that it really felt like that platform in the middle really disrupted level 1, because how many times did we see guns downward to try and land, and eventually it ended up being their demise in that set.
Yeah. If Joker can't get like the right angle to hit guns for landing, he's actually very vulnerable when it comes to landing. At times, you saw that level 1 even went for like counter upon landing. The first one he did, Rob up tilted and the counter didn't even touch because Rob didn't have a hurt box there for him to punish. So he ended up whiffing that, and that was bad. And then the second time around, like, Rob is just able to throw gyro at non-arson counter, wait it out, and then just go in for a grab punish or something. So it's just really hard because Rob has pretty decent workarounds for Joker. And with that, the real question is, now that this time in the last series, they managed to take the first game, right? They took the first 2 before losing the future. They haven't even gotten the future yet, and they've already lost a person. So now the question is, will this be the clean? Will this one really be cleaner than last game? We're going to see right now. Game 2. Are we doing a little button check, or what's going on here?
I believe this is a button check coming through, unless they just decide to start late. But yeah, I believe this is a button check. So this is Brian, the Mario that we saw from before, and Brian's Mario was very clean. I believe taking 5 stocks. They took the first game after being down 3-1, then or 4 stocks, because then they took one more off of the second player from Pace, which was Moo, the Wii Fit trainer. So we'll have to see how Brian does. In theory, you got Mario up against Rob, who is kind of kind of on the bigger side of the cast, so could potentially be combo food, but also Rob's got a lot of options. He's got a lot of ways that he can play around characters like this. So we'll have to see what Brian can do here. PS2, I believe, the stage of choice as well for this round. So Rob versus Mario with a, what was it, 2-stock lead? I believe no 1-stock lead. Sorry, I don't know why I blanked on that. It just happened. one stock lead, and here we go again. Turning point of the match here. If anything, or if Krakow gets anything on the board, if he takes any stocks at all, they're going to be headed into that next set with the lead. There's a chance that he could run away with this too. The way he played, he was scouting some early jumps along the ledge as well. Right? It's not just the gyro setups, because everyone knows about that gyro to down air trap that's always ever dangerous. But we've seen a couple Rob players now love to go for those early jump reads with things like forward air and even that side B that we saw almost take that stock too. So very proficient and very threatening play here from Krakow right off the bat for pace.
Yeah, Rob has a lot of like very good ways just to kill people for being in the wrong position off stage, for getting great reads. Side B is a menace of a button. If you air dodge incorrectly, you can't get smoked. If you use your double jump too early, you can't get smoked. If you try to roll past me and I happen to space it properly, you will get smoked. So be very aware. At the same time, Crackle only has 1 stock, and Mario is a combo character, and Rob is indeed combo food with no real easy reversal to get out. So if he gets caught in a really mean string from up here, and then tries to like mash out with something, and then he happens to just get red, he can end up dead in about 2 strings. Especially when Mario's up smash being as strong as it is, and would even up B if he manages to hit it from the top of the screen. So we're gonna see. This is gonna be an interesting match. And I've been informed that Crackle doesn't even play Smash. He's just built different. It's not even his main game.
So it's always interesting to see some of these newer faces come in, and not only just in a scenario like this, like if Krakow is not part of the starting lineup, it makes me wonder, does Pace have that second gear in them for the players that we saw? And it feels like they do. If they've got depth like this coming in, it's a lot of fun to watch. Pace really showing why they are undefeated so far this season, why they've only dropped 1 set through their regular season, and again, not necessarily against the strength of their schedule. I think has proven to be certainly above average. So certainly a lot of high tests for themselves, and for Iona too, to try and compete with them. It's been very close. It shows you how compact this league is, right? Especially at the top of the standings. There's a lot of teams still undefeated. There's a lot of teams at 5-1. There's even more teams at 4-2, and that's all going to change this week with the results that will come in. Any type of shift there in the standings, Iona could potentially jump from, if they lose this, from that, I think they're tied for 7th right now with all the teams at 5-1. They could potentially fall to a team was 4-2 this week and lose tiebreakers to them. Maris, for example, the team that they lost to, also 5-1, but because of tiebreakers right now, Iona's ranked ahead of them. If Maris get the win this week, or even if they lose, Iona's going to drop back behind them. It's a weird kind of spot that we're in here late in the season, which is why these games really matter. But it's a good test of mettle to see where these schools are really at. It's fun to watch these two play.
Yeah, absolutely. The beauty of having like a league that lasts a couple of weeks, you might have players who like maybe they just get tired, right? So if you have a lineup with great depth, you can kind of just switch things out. And then there's character specialists. You got someone like Future you can just pull out if it seems like a team doesn't seem to know a matchup, or they've shown in previous weeks that they're bad at that matchup. Boom, you just pull out something they haven't seen before. And now they're getting upbeat out of shield every couple of minutes. And then they're like, well, what do we do against this character? And before you know it, boom, game 2, you switch and crack and like, oh, you worried about the wrong character. Like, It's very possible that anything could happen. But at the same time, just mitigating the chances of your team losing through any means is beautiful. And bringing Krakow was definitely a great choice. Managing to actually get them the lead this time around. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as these continue. So right now the players are doing a bit of a lag test. So I have to ask, right? So in last game, um, Loss was able to level one was the one that managed to get them a game, as well as Loss, if I'm correct. But level one's already out, leaving just Lofts, aka Brian and Pato. Uh, level one already used Joker. So my question is, does Pato stick with Joker despite it seeming like Joker is a matchup that Pace Gold is already familiar with? I think they're a little bit too familiar for Joker for it to be as fully as useful as it can or should be against them.
Right. I agree. Like the Joker picks so far have not worked out for Iona. And I'm looking at the cast of characters for Pace, right? You got the Palu, the Wii Fit, the Game & Watch, and now the Rob to deal with. And it feels like a lineup that, again, like once they get a lead, they are hard to deal with, but also very kind of maybe not necessarily well-rounded, but also like a team that's got a lot of defensive options. Like it is a team that is very punish heavy for being over aggressive, which is exactly kind of what Iona wants, right? You look at Joker, you look at Mario, you look at Byleth, like they can do so much damage for you making a mistake, and they can also have those plays to force issues. But they can also very easily they can also very easily kind of tunnel vision on themselves, right? You get, like, for example, Mario and Joker, right? The combo centric characters that we know the combos that these characters can do, the up air strings, the drag downs with Joker, things like that. But if you tunnel vision on that, that is exactly what Pace thrives off of. Things like the up B out of shield, having Wii Fit have the damage output that they have for catching one mistake. And then Palu, a well-rounded character, can also have great catches and opportunities. So Pace, it feels like this is a very good matchup for them, and it makes it even tougher of a comeback for Iona here headed forward.
Okay. So right now we're actually going to head to a quick break while the players continue their lag test. Then we're going to be right back with Game 2 of Ionia versus Pace Gold. Stay here. Don't miss out.
Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything. Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom?
All right, and we are right back, ladies and gentlemen, with the match. Iona University versus Pace. Krakow with 1 stock against Smooth, who will actually be the substitute for Iona while that happened off cam. So I hope you guys are ready, for let's see if Smooth is smooth enough to bring Iona to a victory over the cracked Krakow.
Only needs a stock to bring it back to even, and Smashville again the stage. A good comfort pick for Krakow, I guess. But the up tilts. I've seen this movie before, but gets out of it for the moment.
I've definitely seen this Kentucky Fried mix-up before, bro. Nice, good forward here. Oh, the down here.
Soft hitbox on that second one, too, to send him outward, but couldn't get anything off the back of it. But right now, Smooth doing a good job of connecting hits and keeping this percent high. The question is, how do you get the kill here as Falco?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, you need you want like an up tilt back here confirm, potentially even a down there aerial confirm. Maybe even something deep off stage. Let's see. Oh, we try to go for the read. Nice parry. Oh, and there's that forward there on shield again. Nice. That up tilt is such a good poke on shields. That's really good.
The roll was really good to get around that forward smash, too.
All right. Right now, we're still just struggling to get some. Nice. Near to up tilt. Yeah, like to see it.
That drag down was not something we'd really seen. We saw a lot of forward air. We hadn't really seen the Nair come out, and we certainly hadn't seen them go for the drag downs on any of those aerials either. So that was really well done to get that final catch.
Hey, listen, the magician always tells you, right? The real trick to magic is let him look at one thing while your other hand does another. So you're so focused on forward air, you do a nice little soft drag down there, and then boom, now he's like, oh, wait, hold on. I'm not used to this. What's going on here? I guess you could say that was pretty smooth of him.
It was pretty smooth. And because of that, now we're back and tied at 6 stocks apiece, 2 players each. Smooth not dropping one there. Really, really good stuff for Iona. And now you get the chance to try and counterpick this Falco. You look at the cast of characters for the side of Pace. Again, we don't know who Krakow is substituted for. So Shadow, Moo, and Future all potentially in the lineup. The tag there says Future, but I don't remember if they were playing on the same Switch or not. But if it is the case, the Game & Watch might make an appearance here in set 2.
All right. No, because I remember, so 681 Shadow is the one that everyone else was playing on. So Future must still be in. So I think that would mean our substitute would have to be, by process of elimination, Moo. I'm correct, yeah.
Right.
Our substitute should be Moo. So it should be Future into Shadow. Unless I've been lied to. If I'm lied to, I just gotta hold that.
Well, we've been baited already by some character switches, but maybe the player swaps as well. And well, so let's see if it's Future here for game number 2, Falco Game & Watch. I feel like this is a volatile matchup. I feel like this one is very heavily one way or the other. I feel like there's not a lot of middle ground between these two.
So bucket doesn't matter too much in this matchup because the only projectile Falco really has is neutral B laser, which isn't going to kill him if he gets bucketed, right? Like, again, if he does get bucket as Future, that's a really good high percentage move. It's still great. But bucket doesn't become as volatile. Side B, like the 1 through 9, becomes a lot more volatile simply due to the fact that Falco will die earlier to 9 than other characters. Because of the relatively safe frame data of all of Falco's aerials, um, everything on shields is kind of now a 50-50. Because now if Smooth does space things out correctly, he can avoid up B out of shields. Right? If he does like fall down there and then does like immediate spot dodge or even drag down forward air into immediate spot dodge, he could avoid up B out of shield. So the question is though, is he ready to do these things and does he know to do these things? Or do we have another player that does not know the Game and Watch matchup?
Yeah, and I think one of the keys, we've talked about it a little bit, right? Is that for Iona, the character kind of diversity is not necessarily there. They don't really have a lot of Game and Watch practice from what we've seen and from the characters that we know that they have in their lineup. So this is a different style that they are not used to. And Future picked on that in that first set, right? We saw time and time again that up B just be the factor in terms of damage control throughout that first set. so that's the question headed into this matchup. How do you deal with that up B out of shield? Because like you said, coin flip's chance if that you can get out of it, but it's up to Smooth to guess correctly. Which one will it be? Battlefield, or at least the Persona version of it.
Hey, you never see it coming. Let's go. All right. And let's look at that. Nice. Toss him a little food. You know what I'm saying? Some chicken for the chicken. All right. I like that. You approach with Nair, and then you just back off and do like a retreating Nair so that even if they commit to LB, you don't get comboed. But look at the damage Game & Watch is putting on already as you get. Wow! Wow! Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. That's what's for dinner. What a berry right into the immediate forward smash. And my goodness, I'll be honest. So I've been told that Iona University does have a Game & Watch player there. Clearly, he has not been training his teammates on how to deal with Game & Watch, in my opinion. But you didn't hear that from me.
I'm in shock that Barry landed. You didn't see it, but my jaw dropped. What a catch that was.
It caught the side beam, which is very interesting. Ooh. Oh my God. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Two stocks down off of Smooth, and this is looking tough. I mean, now you got to find a way to get something on the board here if you're Smooth. Keep this within arm's reach. But 94, 95 on to Future right now, and Future has not left themselves available to be punished very cleanly. Good forward air to knock them away. Again, the trades coming through, and every trade is just going to benefit Future from here on out. Even if they drop the stock, they've still got the lead by so much.
Oh, barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. Bagok. Oh.
Okay, I actually like the setup there into the forward tilt. It's not going to kill here yet, but how you get off stage? Well, a footstool, not expected, and it works out for them to get back. Trade, air dodge, they lived, so there's one off the board of Future, but 124 might be working on borrowed time here.
Absolutely, right there. And Future, look at the shield pressure. Your shield looks like a Skittle, my brother. I'm not going to lie to you. Right. Nice. Good down tilt for Smilv. Not able to get a combo. There's the up B. Working his magic again. Right. Right now, Future can just play around with this big lead he has. Oh my goodness, that was almost there.
Thought he might have been clipped by the fire there, but even the reflector's not going to land. Just go straight in, get some damage. The reflector covering everything on that platform, so now have to opt in. And dash attack will just take it. He's at a high percent, but kind of a sour hitbox doesn't matter. Future takes a 2-stock lead for pace.
Do you remember the hours we spent in neutral? holding shields, looking at each other. I remember. Beautiful.
And the one time it's dropped is a dash attack.
My goodness. Yeah, at that point, I think Smooth was just waiting out up B, which is good to preemptively sometimes try to wait for it. But clearly he wasn't going to go for it. I guess he just stuck in his tracks. And man, he runs across the shield one time and then dash attacks to the other side and it does it again. And manages to get the hit kill off of the ugliest sour spot I've ever seen on that dash attack.
Yeah, that was. I think it killed at 160 too. Like it was the sourest of sour spots. That was a. that was like Warhead sour. Like.
It's like first they're sour, then they're sweet.
Yeah.
My goodness.
But yeah, 2-stock lead now for Pace and Future with that 2 stocks. And Future has been brutal for the side of or at least against Iona. They have not been able to find an answer to this Game & Watch. It's been close a couple of times, but Future's found ways to take those stocks. And even if it's not pretty, like that dash attack, gets the job done.
Yep. Honestly, Futures has been putting in the work. He's been doing all the knowledge checks that you can with Game & Watch, and they have been failing each and every one at Iona. Listen, like at some point you gotta make those adjustments if you're gonna run the set, right? And then there's ways that if you can't adjust it, maybe you just have to play a character that has their own game plan that kind of forces you to not play Game & Watch games plan. The problem with that is it's very hard to find a character that can do that correctly because that is almost next to impossible. So just like that, Future is actually going to be the one taking the early lead this time instead of coming in for the deficit. So that being said, Iona only has Pado left, and I don't know if the Joker against Game & Watch is going to work. It didn't work last time, so I don't know.
It did not. But it was close. I believe that Pato ended up taking, I think, only 1 stock in that first series because Future then started off down a stock against Iona's third member. So yeah. Pato, I mean, it is Joker. If those combos come online, if Arsene finds those back airs, because remember, Pato also SD'd one of those stocks. Going deep for the edge guard back air.
He was going ham. He was going ham. He was trying to do it to him. I respect it because personally, I would do that as well. You know what I'm saying? But you can't allow what you want to do to step in front of what you need to do.
And Pato needs to take the next 5 stocks from Pace in order to win this. But it starts here with 2 from Future. Can they do it? Town and City, the stage to find out.
All right. And there it is. Future giving up that first stock like he has to. But now it's time. Fight mano a mano. Or I guess anamorphic 2D objects. Oh my God! I don't like how this is setting up to go. I don't think that's a good way to start the match. I don't think so. Oh my goodness. Hopefully that's the only 9 we see so far. Tries to tech chase right there. Oh, there's a bucket.
This is a rough start for Pato, and already such a big lead here, even though it's still 1 stock apiece between these two. Oh, but an opening? No, that time the air dodge just barely able to get around it, but that back air with Arsene, now gone. Now how do they find a way to take this stock?
Oh, nice. Gun's going to be able to mess him up right there on the ledge. Definitely doesn't have Arsene set up right there. Future already at 104, but Pato at 114. All you need is a good berry right here, or even just a good side B. Oh, and there's that shield pressure. Oh, yeah.
Holding that oh, but a third time's the charm for Future on the edge guard. Down goes Pato's first stock.
Listen, as a wise woman once said in her music video, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Oh, nice. Toss the meat at him. Oh, and there's the uppy out of shield. They still haven't adjusted.
Does that neutral B do that much shield pressure too? It felt like that shield was full and then got hit by maybe 1 or 2 hits and all of a sudden was gone.
Yes, neutral B does an incredible amount of shield pressure. Most of Game & Watch's moves do a lot of like good shield pressure. And then they're all like relatively safe if you don't know the correct way to punish them. Like even for like forward air, like there's a specific route where you're supposed to jump into him as he does it to properly get a punish. Oh my god! What a jank confirmed! Was that drip nair into down smash?
It was indeed. It was.
Oh my god. Oh no!
Uh-oh. This is Pato's last stock and the last stock for Iona. And he's still got to find a way to take 2. He will get the back air, so last stock between these two. But Pato's still... He's got to come up with something. That bucket's also nearly fully charged as well. And you know, the way Future's been playing, he's got to feel confident. If he gets that bucket, you got to feel like that's on the list to use.
Oh, absolutely. I have bucket. My team has 3 stocks in the back. I'm chilling. Oh, nice. Tries to tech chase again. Oh. And I'll be honest, on Future, I kind of want my 9. I'm going for Barry into 9. I'm gonna be real.
He's found numerous ways to get that down smash, and he's found a couple drag downs now.
Oh my god! And you're out of Arsene, buddy. This out though. Special delivery. I'm looking for Mr. Joker here. I have a special delivery for Mr. Joker. Could you sign right here for it?
Of all the ways for a match to end, I would have never guessed hanging on the ledge.
Oh,
it's also something that is, I think, easily kind of dismissible or forgettable in terms of like the fact that you lose ledge invincibility very quickly at high percents. Like it seemed like the right play to just kind of maybe wait there an extra second. Because if you roll back on stage, you're rolling right into a Game & Watch. And how many down smashes did we see there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet...
brother, like, it's just a tough situation because at higher percent, not only do you lose frames on ledge invincibility, you lose, you get more like wake-up lag on like wake-up shield. So like just waking up neutrally into shield ceases to become an option at higher percents. And so when Game & Watch doesn't have to watch out for those 2 options, there's just so much that he can do and set up that it's just being off stage at high percent or just being on ledge at high percents against him. It's not worth it. And then God forbid you get text chase with down smash, as happened multiple times in that set. And we saw what it led up to. So, oof.
Yeah, a rough showing for Iona, but again, they were going up against Pace University, who get the 2-0 win here. They are now 7-0 this season, only have dropped 1 set, and it was back in week 4. So they are playing with fire right now, and we will get a chance, I believe, to interview one of them after a short intermission. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
I think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything. Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the ECAC. We are wrapping up our final match here between the side of Pace University and Iona. We are going to be joined by Krakow from Pace after their 2-0 victory over Iona. Krakow, the squad remains undefeated. How do you feel about your team's performance this week?
It feels great, especially when we can merge in all of our team members at once to keep the undefeated streak going. You know, obviously with Don being super strong on our side, everyone plays a strong role, and it's working out really well considering that we're undefeated.
Okay. So Krakow, I gotta ask you, who's the best player on the team though?
Oh, Don, 100%. I mean, Sure, part of it is due to like us not knowing the matchup, but it's for sure Dawn.
Okay. Basically, just one more question to go on part of it. So now that you guys are 7-0, basically, do you think that the depth of your lineup basically allows for you guys to stay as strong throughout the rest of these weeks, and do you think you'll be able to keep a perfect record going into the postseason?
I think the flexibility in our roster it's very good for us, and I do believe that we will be able to continue this like undefeated streak going on throughout the rest of the semester. We have a bunch of different like tricks up our sleeve, a bunch of different characters we can play and try out, especially with online. That it'll help us. It definitely gives us much of a stronger hand than some other schools may have.
Okay.
So next week, to wrap up the regular season for you guys get North Carolina, I believe it's pronounced Wesleyan University, a squad currently 2-4. Can you give us any insight into that matchup, or any kind of what is the prep work that goes into these weekly matchups for you guys?
We start out by VOD reviewing our previous matches to see what else we can work on. And we're just going to do our normal routine of we're going to VOD review our own matches. We're going to watch some other top players and try to take their gameplay stuff and incorporate it with ours. And then obviously scrimming against each other and then online to get the Wi-Fi experience as well. I think we're going to go in, figure out try and get as much information on the other school as possible, figure out who's more comfortable with what, and then try and go from there as game time starts. We usually make our lineups. We have a good idea on who's going first, and then depending on what we have researched, then our lineups usually come out like on fly.
Okay. And yet again, Crackle, I just have to say congratulations, right, for your win over Iona, putting them at 5-2 and you guys at 7-0. So I got to ask, is there anyone that you want to give your shout outs to as one of the stronger teams in New York now?
Well, obviously, the team and everyone backing Pace Esports. Everyone here is, amazing. I'm glad to be on this team. And then for more personal shout outs, my family, who, I'm obviously in New York, and then my family's all the way in Arizona. There's some in Jersey, some in California. I'm glad that they support me doing this and me doing something that I love.
Nice. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Crackle from Peace Gold. Thank you, Crackle, for being here with us for the interview. With that being said, we will catch you next time, and good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
All right. And as for us, Soy, I think we are finished for tonight. We have no more matches for ECAC, but tomorrow we will have Valorant on the channel. So, Soy, any shout outs for you, brother, before we head out?
No, just thanks to the guys for letting us on the mic. We love doing this week in and week out. Love to see some more SSBU action, and I'm happy to cast a Max School again. I've missed casting them. They were a lot of fun. They don't get the win this week, but Pace, a well-deserved victory this time around. But that's really it for me. Thank you to production for also allowing us on the mic. It's been a blast, and Acoustics. I mean, it's always a pleasure having you on board as well. So thank you for allowing me to be here, and we can't wait to do this again next week.
Of course, absolutely. Love you guys. Thank you guys for having me. Professor Layton, shout out to you. You already know we better be degenerates inside the chat. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to end it off for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for coming out here to ECAC Super Smash Brawl Ultimate Week 7 in the books. And we will catch you next week.
Start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch ahead.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.